What's up, y'all? Back to the Carter Sports Coverage Show. SB Cash.
It's your boy Ryan.
Yes, sir. Back with it. NBA playoffs have started. We're going to keep it real NBA today. Huh? Oh, I know. We're going to talk about it. NBA playoffs have started, man. Let's get into these matchups. Hold up, let me... So, start with the first playoff matchup. Let's talk about it. Start in the East. What we got in the East? Go ahead.
The Hawks up 1-0 on the Knicks.
Hawks up 1-0 on the Knicks. Shout out to Trae Young. Came through with a big game.
Yep. Who else?
Who you taking in that series?
I wanted to pick. I got the Knicks.
I got the Hawks in that series. I feel like they're gonna show some niggas some things this year. They're gonna make a deep run, but they ain't gonna go to the finals, man. But they're gonna make a run.
You think they gonna sweep them?
I can see them getting to like second, maybe third Western Conference. They could probably even get to the Eastern Conference Finals, depending on their matchups.
You think they gonna sweep them?
Nah, not sweep, but they gonna win. I got the Hawks. What you got?
I got the Knicks in 6.
Julius and them. Like, oh yeah.
You see, just one player, comeback player of the year.
Julius
today. Yep. Bro won 6th man of the year. Clarkson.
Kobe taught him well. All right. Next series in the East, man. Name that off.
Bucks Heat.
Bucks Heat.
Bucks off in that ass.
Bucks up 2-0, right?
2-0. Too much. It didn't even been close.
Who did you have in that series? I got Milwaukee to the Eastern Conference Finals. I got Milwaukee to the finals, actually. That's what I said at the beginning of the year.
Whew. I don't think I picked the series. I just know I didn't pick the Nets to come out. The Bucks to come out.
But you obviously thought they was gonna beat the Heat this series, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't know what it is. The Heat had a great run last year. I don't know if it'll... I do think they'll win some games in the series, maybe a game. But they need to make Victor Oladipo going to come back for them next year, so they may be better next year. But I don't want to give up on them yet. It's still, they in the playoffs, so respect them. But
Sixers up.
So Sixers in who?
Wizards.
Up 2-0?
1.
They play tonight.
Tomorrow.
I'm thinking the Wizards can give the Sixers a run for their money in this, man. I'm gonna lean on the Sixers winning.
That first one was close.
Yeah, man. Like, it's all gonna be on Embiid. Embiid going, as long as Embiid do his thing, bro, they got it. But they gonna test them. All
right, let's switch over to the West.
Ain't no more. It ain't one more. It's one more series out there, right? Oh, Nets Celtics.
Yeah, they playing right now. That's Nets. You for me, Nets.
I keep saying I wish they had Jaylen Brown. It would be more of a series, but I definitely was taking the Nets anyway. So yeah, that might be a sweep.
It's looking like it.
Tatum will have to drop 50 every game, and that ain't about to happen.
Period.
That's it.
Then you switch over to the
West.
Switch over to the West, and you got Grizzlies Jazz.
Who won last night?
The Grizzlies.
Grizzlies won?
Ja win.
They better stop playing with Donovan. Put that man in. He's the closer. He's the nigga that's going to lead them to what they need to be led to if they want to do anything. It's going to be real different when Donovan come back.
Right, shit. When that nigga coming back, though.
Next game, he could have played. You didn't see he's Saudi? He's Saudi at the Jazz. Everybody think he want to get traded now. But now he's Saudi. They held him out the game. They was just to try to hold him out just to be safe. But he was ready to go.
I ain't see that.
Yep, it's crazy.
And the Lakers Suns. Suns crept up out of there with that motherfucker.
Lakers go down 0-1. Suns up. This gonna be a test, Laker Nation. I already said that shit, man. I respect Chris Paul, bro. He done brought them the Suns. Last year they was good, but this year they got exactly what they needed to be great. So we got to work, but Lakers in 6, man.
You said Lakers in 6?
Yeah, man. AD got wake the.
Period. It's on
Wake
his
up.
head. It's on his head.
Yep.
And then you got the Clippers, Mavs.
Mavs took that first game, right? I don't know, man. This is a series I felt like the Clippers should win, but Mavs do still that. But they're going to play them good. It's going to be. They played them good last year. With 6 games, they played them good. Clippers going to win this though. They going to get watch. They going to turn up. So who you got in that?
Got the motherfucking Mavs.
Luka gonna have to drop shit. He gonna do that anyway. That's the thing. You can't be like Luka gotta drop 30 and get triple double every game for them to win, because he gonna do that if they lose or win. So it's like it's about the bench or the supporting role in Dallas for me. But what's the next one? I think we got the
motherfucking
who is it? The Blazers and the who?
Blazers and Nuggets.
Blazers, Nuggets. Who took that first game? Nuggets.
Portland took the first one. Nuggets took the second one.
This is going to be one that might go to 7.
Tied up, yeah.
With Jamal Murray, I would take the Nuggets in 6. I'm gonna take the. If this go to 7, the Trailblazers gonna win. But I'm taking the Blazers anyway, though. They might just, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be tough to make a deep run for Denver without Jamal Murray. They got some pieces, but he was pushed them over the top. So he's injured. I'm gonna take the Blazers in that. Who you got?
I would take the Blazers, but I don't know. I feel like the Joker could beat them by himself, for real. I mean, he really ain't by himself. Michael Porter be going, for real.
All right.
They just ain't got bro. What's his name?
Jamal.
Yeah, Jamal. They still got a couple pieces.
They got pieces. Shit. It's just they made that deep run last year to the Western Conference Finals, and I can't see it without Jamal this year. Even though they got Jokic, because Jokic is always gonna be great. And do we have any other teams out there?
That's all of them.
So yeah, man, playoff race heating up. Like some teams look like they in trouble, but it's still early, man.
Yeah, it's early.
Teams don't worry me until they
I definitely
start.
don't feel like the Lakers in trouble.
Game 3s are always huge. I feel like in series, game 3s are always huge because you might have that team that's
I feel like it's a huge one tonight. I feel like if the Clippers lose again, that's gonna be huge. Like I don't feel like they're coming back. On the Mavs.
When niggas go down 0-2, I don't be worried. But it's hard to say that because you kind of got to be, because you don't want to go down 0-3 because it's low-key over. You go down 0-3.
That's what I'm saying. So that 0-2 is...
Yeah, so that's what like the wake-up call.
6.
That's why I feel like a lot of teams, that game 3 being crucial, and they always start that. If they going to come back, that's when they start game 3.
Especially if you feel me? Especially if you on the road. The first two at your crib, and you go down 0-2 and then you gotta go back to that crib. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how it is in this one.
That's what D-Wade did.
That's how it is in this one. The Clippers is at home and they down 0-1.
That's what D-Wade did in the finals when he won in 06, huh? Went down 0-2 in Dallas, went back to Miami. 4 straight. Or was it? I don't know. 3 straight in Miami. Then he took that last one in Miami and back in Dallas. That was nuts. I ain't never seen nothing like that. He beat the odds that time. That's what we talking about. Going down 0-2 when you getting your shit stole. When you at home.
I don't see the Clippers pulling no shit like that off.
Man, I do. They can't do it this year. They can't go outside 2 years in a row.
Kawhi about to get up through.
That whole bitch breaking up.
That's what I'm saying.
That whole bitch breaking up, they go outside this year, bro. I hope not. I pray. I want them to beat the dude. You know what I mean? Because we still got to get that Lakers-Clippers matchup in somewhere in this playoffs, right?
It ain't going to happen. It's just like the niggas
right,
always want to see the Kobe Brown. Right. Niggas always want to see that and never happen. It's going to be one of them. This shit ain't going to never happen.
Right. All right, so that's all for the playoffs. So shit, we wanted to talk about this Kwame Brown shit a little bit. If y'all ain't been fielding what's going in, like what's going on, Gilbert Arenas, Matt Barnes, and Steven Jackson had said something about Kwame Brown on the podcast, and he has came out. We haven't heard from Kwame Brown in 20 years, and he's came out and has speaking up on his name, defending his name to let people know why he gets the notion of biggest bust in NBA history. That's what most people say. And he's just been coming out letting people know what the facts was and what was really going on. Now, I'll let you go first. Why don't you talk about it and I'll say my side.
I feel like I don't give a fuck about the clout shit he doing, you feel me, all them extra videos and all that, but for bro, if he really felt some type of way to be having that shit bottled in, having a problem with that shit, being the laughing face of the motherfucking league for the past 20 years, finally speak up on that shit, you feel me, I feel that. All the extra shit he might be doing for clout, or he might just really actually be salty, you feel me, he might actually be hurt and just, you feel me, spazzing on everybody has something to say about it. But to finally let that shit out, nigga, I know that shit gotta feel good, because niggas was sending him. Even though these two niggas didn't particularly say nothing that bad about him, he been getting sent, you feel me, since forever.
Right.
So to finally, you feel me, let that shit out, however he letting it out, I can't tell him how to let it out. You just can't say how to let your pain out if you really in pain.
Right.
But to finally speak out, I know that shit gotta feel good.
Yeah. So like when I first heard about all this shit, like it shocked me, because you gotta think, like, bro, I'm a Lakers fan, so I remember Kwame on the Lakers, and I always used to say that, like, he was a bust, he wasn't good. I always used to say that, like, I felt that way. I don't know. So when I heard he was talking shit, it was, you know, me as a Laker fan, I'm like, what is this nigga talking about? He has nothing to talk about. Like, if a nigga even said he was a bust, he was, right? So then, like, I've been looking at the back and forth shit, and then I actually listened to the video Kwame had, where he was explaining, you know, how he got drafted into the situation with Michael, and, you know, the injuries, and how they was doing him. And, I mean, you know, it made me have a little bit more respect for the NBA side of his career, you know? And he said something like, you know, every black man's dream is to make millions of dollars and, you know what I'm saying, be successful. And he did do that. So I do give him credit for that. The problem I have with him is this extra trolling he's been doing. He's been keep going on for a week now, maybe going on almost 2 weeks and a half, 2. He just keeps going at people, at everybody's neck that he feels like is at his neck. And I feel like maybe some of these people are maybe realizing they said something probably that they shouldn't have, or that was wrong, and they're willing to apologize or willing to sit down and have a conversation with him. But he's not doing that right now. He just wants to keep trolling. So that's the part I'm not feeling. That's the part that has me not feeling his whole movement. But I'm not saying he shouldn't have came out and said something, because I'm never against that, bro. If a nigga just keep talking crazy,
right,
you gotta say something, right? I agree with that. But the extra trolling shit, I'm not with. But that's what's been going on in the world. Everybody's been paying attention to this. So I don't know. How do you want it to end? For me, I would like to see them sit down and talk and end it. Like, man,
that's
like, let him sit down and get his
to
story out so he can explain to them. Like, why they was joking, he can tell them all that. Like, y'all was joking about that, but I felt this way because of this. Like, I would respect that. But, like, even if they wanted to fight, because I kind of feel like that's where he coming from with this shit, Kwame. Like, you feel me? He low-key would beat a nigga up. Like, I've been salty and tired of niggas talking shit. It could come to hit. Like, he can get that out, too, if they want to do that.
I don't think it's going to come to that.
I want him to do something outside of this.
They probably going to sit down after he get done, you feel me? Going on this little run he on.
Right. I feel it happening. It's going to be a big stage for it now, because he going to build this shit up. And then they already know, you know what I mean? That's what's going to come back to. You know, everything's a money thing.
Yep.
They going to all make some money out this shit.
Period. That's exactly what it's going to come to.
Yeah, shit, that's what's going on, man. We'll be back in 2 more weeks, man. It'll be, shoot, if we come back in 2 weeks, it'll be about to the second round for teams. Teams should be about to be up out of here or on the game 7s.
So we need to do it when it advance. Next round.
But everybody ain't gonna advance at the same time, so we can. I mean, we can keep it on the.
Keep it on the same shit.
But yeah, though. So let's keep paying attention to this playoff race. It's about to heat up, man. I still hope we get Lakers and Nets. It's looking like it's far-fetched. It's looking like we not. But we might, man. If the NBA works in mysterious ways like they always do, we're going to get Nets versus Lakers, right? And Clippers versus Lakers in the Western Conference Finals.
Don't see that.
Don't see that.
Don't see that.
All right, y'all, man. We going to holler at y'all next time. Carter Sports Coverage, man. Catch you next time.